Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Hope you don't mind. I just had a shower and my hair, I like it to dry a little bit before I blow dry it. So I thought I'm gonna make some use of my time here. I'm gonna do Virgo's reading while my hair dries up a little bit. So here we are, Virgo. We're gonna look into current and future energies for you using the Archetype deck and the tarot. Yeah, so I'm changing it up a little bit this week for you. I am going to do an extended. So if this general reading that may or may not resonate, because it is general with you, if you are drawn to the extended, the link to that is at the top of the description. And with the extended in this reading, we look at the in-between. So we're going to look at the energy in between your current and your future in that extended. So right now, I feel like there's something, oh yeah, I know what else it was I need to talk to you about. So, sitting down, I have two oracle decks I'm going to use in this reading, plus a tarot deck. The oracle decks were fine. The tarot, do you think I could pick the deck that was for you? And I thought, what the hell is going on? Is this like Virgo's energy? Like, no. It's almost like you know exactly what you need, but no, I didn't find it there. No, not there. No, not that one. And then when I hit this one, I started picking it up to shuffle. It was like the sun and the four. There was all this brightness coming out in the splits. It was like, this is the one. This is the one that Virgo was looking for. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, not usually such a difficult decision on which tarot deck I'm going to use. But apparently it was. So right now, you are the monk. Archetype energy is the monk nun. It's actually very hermit. So you're in your energy. Light attributes, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Between you and the divine, that's what's going on here. Maybe there's like, maybe you're even getting offers to do things. You're like, no. You know exactly what it is that you want to be doing. In the future, or you have the gambler. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. I like how these two are coming together. Look at this. There's a card in here called the Fool. So I don't want to say it's that. But it is definitely kind of going on a path here that you've decided. I feel like you're in the process of deciding this path. And there's no outside influence. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, there's more cards to come out. But right now, the cards that are here, it doesn't seem like there's any outside influence in regards to what choices you're making for yourself right now. It's just you and your deeper knowing, perhaps meditation, if you have any sort of prayer practice, anything like that. I feel like you're engaging in that to get your answers. And in the future, you got your answers and you're going with it. Even if everyone thinks you're crazy. I don't care. I went through the deck. I know which one is for me. Look at visionary is at the bottom. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. This energy is really something, Virgo. Like you're going to be going with, this is almost like a divine guidance. I don't know what you're doing. Like this is kind of the energy I like to say. Like when I see something like this come up, it reminds me like Moses. Moses, you need to build a really big boat. Why? Because it's going to be a big storm. It's going to rain a lot. Like the whole planet's going to get covered in water. All the animals are going to come and go on there. That sounds a little bit crazy. I don't know about it. Psst, Moses, you need to build a... and then building the really... It's like, well, you know, no one else is doing anything around here that seems to make sense. I'm going to build me a big boat. And you build the big boat. And you're getting it ready. You're putting everything on that boat. People are like, y'all crazy, Moses. Oh, not Moses, Noah. Well, he split the water anyway. Even that, right? Like it's that. It's like, this is what happens when my hair is wet, maybe. Maybe I'm getting like the electrical impulses coming in or they're shortening in the electricity. I don't know what that is. So funny, Moses. You guys are probably going on like, Cindy, that wasn't Moses. Didn't build a boat. Well, he might have built a boat, just nobody wrote about it. Noah. So, this is why y'all shouldn't be paying attention to others, maybe, right? Like, you're all crazy. Oh yeah, so I'm going into the doggy oracle here to see what kind of goes, because the dogs are honest with this. They'll be honest. What goes, like sort of like an influencing energy perhaps, or a secondary energy to talk about. Wow, this card was coming out yesterday. Stand your ground. I'm going to build a damn boat. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to split the water. I don't know, nobody's done anything crazy like that in a while. We need someone to come and do something like that. Oh, look. Oh, it's so cute. I think these are baby corgis, and I'm only saying that. You know who you are if you're watching right now. Teamwork. So you're blindly going in the future to those that are following this sort of proclamation that you've got for yourself, that you're developing right now. You're standing your ground. You're not deviating from what you've got focused on your mind here. What your inner self, your truer self is putting together. You might be getting some downloads from the universe, from God, from Moses and Noah combined. Who knows? But there's something coming in for you, and you're standing your ground because you really believe in it. I want to say that. It's something that you really believe in. And moving forward, nobody can push you off this path. No one can change your mind about it. And what you want to do, I feel, is really just find the people, the energies that go with this idea. This is a bit of a gamble here, but it's only a gamble because it's not been done before, or everybody else thinks it's crazy. I mean, what makes something a gamble? You know, if you have some sort of intuition, this is all sorts of people that do all sorts of stuff. And they make plans, they get highly educated, they put, you know, they got the road paved out for them and nothing works out, right? And then you get some people just, well, I'm just going to go do this today and see what happens. Because sometimes just following your intuition is the path that you should be taking. See them doing that. Vulnerability. Oh, now look at this. Vulnerability is at the bottom. Look at it. They're exactly, it's like three puppies. Oh, this is an interesting reading, Virgo. Okay, so you keep doing what you're doing. Don't deviate from it because you're going to do good shit. This teamwork in the future, I feel like, is taking those that feel vulnerable, those that also perhaps have the same intentions, the same ideas as you in the future, but they don't feel confident about it. They're almost like they're needing a leader in this. They're needing a leader, and here you come, is how I would describe that. And then you join it together, and the vulnerability, sorry, that's reversed behind there, so it doesn't matter, becomes teamwork. Taking a chance on what your intuition is telling you and not deviating from it and really holding the vision of your path here is going to bring together a tribe, a group of people and you to create this together. And you kind of come out as the leader and you transform vulnerability into teamwork. I gotta say, I love this energy for you, right? And you're the visionary. That's also underneath. You're the... I think most of them are gone now. So there was a time on my channel, I did have quite a few. I would describe them as narcissistic people. That's, you know, you get that in all groups, everything. Certainly there's a heavy percent that go into the sort of the spiritual realm, the new age, because I'm woke and you're not woke. I'm like, you know, this is the kind of energy that could very easily fall into false emperor, you know, being a leader and being a complete asshole because I made this. Everybody needs me to succeed. It doesn't feel like that. So hopefully it continues to be on that path, but it does. This is a very strong energy. And this is not the kind of thing that is just given to anybody. I feel like there's good here. There really is good here, Virgo, and what you could do. All right, so what I'm going to look at here in the current, I'm going to pull tarot cards out. I'm going to look currently, what have you been working on? What have you been healing? And what is starting to blossom for you In the future, we're going to ask, what will you finish working on? What will be healed? And what will be ready to harvest? Oh yeah, I want to shuffle some more. I feel like I need to shuffle some more. I feel like too, this monk energy, this monk nun, like it really is hermit. And the stand your ground is, some people might be literally like trying to convince you to do other things with your time. I don't know how many times I've shuffled this deck. I think I'm supposed to keep shuffling. It's almost like you got to keep doing this until you get the right combination, until you get the right energy, until you get the right group. What have you been working on? The King of Pentacles. What have you been healing? The Magician. What is starting to blossom? The Devil. Whoa. Okay, what will you finish working on in the future? The High Priestess. What will be healed? The Queen of Wands. What will be ready to harvest? Temperance. Well, this is very, very bloody interesting because, well, you got the 4 of Wands and 10 of Wands and Tower on the bottom. We'll get into that in a minute, if we do. This is really intriguing because the pictorial descriptions that we have here are all masculine. On this side, well, this one is a little bit androgynous, Temperance, but I think it looks a little more feminine than anything. So I'm not saying male or female, I'm not going there. It's masculine, feminine, yin and yang. So currently, you are very much so in your yang energy. And what are you doing here, though? The Devil is blossoming. Kind of putting like, so what have you been working on? It's the King of Pentacles, right? Like, this to me is all of the things that you can acquire and create and build, structures around you, the success that you can create, the pentacles that you can claim, the position of power that you can attain yourself to. So you've done that. Gosh, what is this coming in here for me? And oh, it's so weird. This is, wow. I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about Vedic astrology. I learned like little tiny snippets here and there through the odd video even. And most of what I learn is through Jess Puckett. If you haven't checked her out, check her out. She's awesome. But she's not for everyone. I think she would be for Virgo. She's really smart. She's so smart. I'm always crushing on her brain. It's so amazing. But okay, so she's talked about something before. I've heard it when she talks about Virgo energy, and I'm seeing it here. Where Virgo, something about this energy has to do with building yourself up in this Virgo energy to like these high points, these high kind of physical points in life, these accomplishments. But then you break it down and it becomes spiritual. It's sitting right here because this is all of that, especially with the Devil, because the Devil is about the control in the world here in the 3 dimension. It is about lust, greed, power, manipulation. Like, I mean, it can be about sex and that, but it doesn't feel like that because you have manifestation. You have the Magician sitting right between these. And there, it is like your energy. This is Gemini Virgo with Mercury. Actually, I think she's a Gemini too. So you might really jive with Jess. But don't stop coming to me. You can visit both of us. But this is exactly what is happening here, Virgo. You have taken a path of, let's say, like the focus on accomplishment, the focus on persevering, applying your experience to become the proclaimed leader, the one who has the success, building up your physical existence on some level, even if that's just how you perceive stuff. Like always thinking, you know what, I want to get that raise because I want to get this type of car, or I would like to have that because it has better safety features. Like it doesn't have to be that it is just, you know, you're not looking at life. Well, you weren't looking at life as you're going to be in the future. In the future, this is total divine energy. The High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, which is a very, very intuitive, and then Temperance, the alchemy, the balance of this. This is Earth Angel energy with Temperance, utilizing fire and water, the spirituality. Like those are two very spiritual energies, fire and water. And then like it's been all pentacle, like this is Capricorn energy. Well, this is very Taurian energy, the King of Pentacles, but absolutely can be yours. And what really sits in here in the middle though is your enlightenment, your Mercury energy, your Mercurian energy. I hope I did that justice, Jess. And actually someone else who, I'm going to say Ashutosh, who is one of my moderators. So I'll just mention him because we go back and forth communicating. He tells me a bit about stuff, and he's very much into Vedic astrology. But this is that, like this is that, Virgo. This is such an interesting reading because I feel like this is a very life-changing moment for you. So I've talked about this, kind of what's going on here presently. And I feel like this is almost like putting this to rest. Like you've already accomplished this. You've been healing your manifestation, like, right? And what is this all about with the Magician? Look at how his hands are positioned. I can't believe how much this is like the story of Noah or Moses or whatever. I'm not a religious person at all. I'm a very spiritual person, but I do believe that there's truth and there's lies in everything that we read. And there are some amazing things that have happened throughout human history. So, but it is, as it is above, so be it below. Like creating in that, where the devil, because the pentagram is reversed. The Pentagon, no, the Pentagon. Yeah, that's a building, right? You know what? That little star thing, it's reversed here, which means he is not taking the energy, he is not taking the enlightenment from the universe, from spirit, from something higher. There is no enlightenment. Actually, the energy is being taken from the ground, from the whole basis of lust and greed and power, all of the physical things that we are born into and feels like, well, this is all there is. This is all I know. This is all I understand. So it's working that. It's changing it, Virgo. Wow, what a reading. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the future here. What will you finish working on? The High Priestess. Your intuition. And I see, right, like here, you are standing your ground. You are understanding where you're going, how you guide yourself in that. It's navigating the unknown. Sort of realizing everything that you were chasing in the past, it felt like, yes, it was building a sense of security around you, but it was a false sense of security because these walls are artificial. This money is it's all artificial. I mean, it's a fiat dollar for one thing, and people are buying Bitcoins, but I won't get into that. If there was ever evidence in front of everyone that the whole concept of monetary gain and exchange is fake, it's now, and here it is. It's right here because it's fake. If you don't have a basis in who your soul is, that is not changeable. It can be mutable, but it cannot be destroyed, nor can it be, well, it can't be destroyed. It can be transformed. It can be transferred. It is energy. It is the source of all things. Wow, and my hair is wet. I really got it going on. So, yeah, in the future, Virgo, holy crap. And then look at this. And then, so what will be healed? Because what I love about the Queen of Wands too, so is, for me, the intuition of fire is gut. It's like down in these base chakras. It's gut. It's that first instinct about something. If you walk into a situation and immediately you feel like, I need to stop and I need to check out this room, I just need to do it. I don't know why, I need to do it. That's that intuition. That is that knowing. Whereas, you know, cup energy can be a lot more about your emotions. What are your emotions telling you about this? You should probably listen to them right now. Your gut instinct, like really harnessing and being brave, bold, passionate about this. That's what you're like, being brave and bold about this. Expressing it. Here you go, taking vulnerability and turning it into teamwork. And that could even be like something that you have had to go through. That's what makes this healthy. That's what makes this not like a narcissistic ass who I've got everything I need and all these people are gonna, right? Like that's because I feel like on some level here, you have to do any sort of massive shift, concept change of oneself like this. There has to be a vulnerable aspect because this is being broken down into your elemental base, right? Temperance in the future, your elemental base, alchemy here, becoming something bigger, but realizing that's not gold. That whole concept is fake. It's the soul. It's the alchemization of the soul within the body. And that is what will be ready to harvest is your alchemy, what you've created here. I have never pulled in a reading like this before. This is amazing. Like I almost feel like I'm reading for like prophets or yeah, like it just has that energy, Virgo. Wow. You do good stuff with this. Don't you become a false emperor or an overbearing hierophant. Oh, it's something I was thinking about when I was working out this morning. I thought, you know, the only thing that the patriarchal system needs to really protect us from is the system that the patriarch has created. At this point. That's really it. Let's look at the devil. I'm not going to clear everything, but clarify everything because this reading is just like, it's so open. It's so obvious. It's so amazing. And drop in the comments too, like if you guys are familiar with Vedic astrology and it's just something, I know I've heard that. And I don't know why it's stuck in my head, but it's never actually come to the surface before until this reading came out in front of me. That this is that energy that I have heard Jess Puckett, God bless her little soul, that she has talked about for Virgo. And it is this. The first part of life will start off like this, looking for this, acclaiming that, and then breaking it down and developing a spiritual aspect in life. Okay, so the devil, what is starting to blossom? The devil. Look at that. Your new truth is going to bring you victory. You know, like pushing, like not being fooled anymore, not having the veil over your eyes. It's not to say, though, that you were not supposed to do everything that you have been doing. You were, of course. That was part of your journey. And you're alchemizing it perfectly. You really are. So the King of Pentacles, like what was all this hard work? The King of Pentacles. Look at that. The World, the Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. Wow. Okay. What have you been working on? The King of Pentacles, and I feel like this is what you're exiting. You're exiting this energy. You've created like your monumental foundation. And you're realizing there's more. This is like that Ebenezer Scrooge, right? That's what that is. Maybe he was a Virgo. Not to say that you guys are Scroogey in any way. But, well, male Virgos can be difficult. That's just me. That's probably just me. But this is that energy. Like being visited. Like having the big house. Not giving anything to little tiny Tim's family. Like they don't know. You need to come in and work on Christmas Day and all that. This is that energy, and having the big curtains around your huge bed all by yourself, and the ghost of Christmas past comes in to talk to you about what it is that you've really been growing here. What is it truly? And realizing, I don't want this shit. Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords, but there's indecision. I feel like, though, just charging through, like, I want to eliminate this from my life. I want to free myself, my spirit, my soul. And then you have the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. I want some freaking choices here. I want choices that I can pursue passionately and with, like, nothing holding me back. That is a huge key to success. I tell you, you can end up in this King of Pentacles position by utilizing that energy. But it's how you will see it. It won't be the giant house on 54th Street, whatever. It'll be the beautiful cabin that you've always wanted in nature. Like it will be, you will have what you need and really truly want. But it will look different. Something. This is something. I should go wet my hair and not let it dry. I'll do these readings. All right. What will you finish working on? The High Priestess. The High Priestess. Maybe two. Oh. Maybe you're going into an energy beyond High Priestess. Like, what will you finish working on too? Like, these archetypes are coming out very strongly here. Yeah. It feels like that. But you will finish working on internal secrets too. Like pulling them out of yourself. Look at this page energy. The Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This is so young and fresh. It's so beautiful. It's wet behind the ears. It's ready to explore the world and like seeing it for the first time. Wow, look at this. I didn't realize the world was a kaleidoscope of color. I thought it was cement and brick and mortar, right? And the beauty in this, the connection, the deep connection here. Oh, Virgo, this is one of the most intriguing readings I've ever done. What will be healed? The Queen of Wands. The Hermit, this is what you've been working on. This is your passionate side. Coming out, being brave, bold, impulsive, very self-expressive, passionate. Nothing can hold this back. But I think it's so beautiful because it's driven by like spirit. It's driven by your deeper soul and your connection to that. Temperance. Look what you're alchemizing, the Devil. Holy crap-oly. See? Look. Oh my gosh. The Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. The slow, long road to entrapment. And coming out on the other end, like free as a bird, happy to express emotions. This cup is finally overflowing with what you want it to have. Oh, man. What is this? I want another page. A Page of Pentacles. The only one you don't have here is the Page of Swords, but I don't think you need it because you've already learned what you needed to learn here with the Ace of Swords. So where you're going to be going with this, you're going to be feeling and learning emotion, passion, desire, and drive, all sort of like through the eyes of a newborn, through the eyes of a babe, but with all of the experience that has been alchemized into this package that is you. And in here, as the bottom, it's interesting, the Queen of Wands is there, but reversed. And this is like step by step, learning as I go. Still being practical, Virgo, but being led more on a spiritual realm here. I can't even, Virgo. I think this is the most spiritual journey reading I've ever done. Ever. This is something else, man. You guys take the cake. Good job. Good job, Virgo. Wow. Oh, I have nothing else to say. Well, I'm going to go into the in-between. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm going to do the in-between. Energy between like where you are right now and where you're going to be in the future. Just some stuff to pay attention to, your personal challenges, distractions to be aware of, and areas to focus on to get yourself over here. I just can't. I'm almost speechless. Nothing left to say. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.